Hey y'all, just coming to fill you in with some things. I did go to the FBI today. Unfortunately, I think that somebody had a connection there. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I'll just tell you about some of the things that happened. I even said I had physical proof, easily could show them right in my bag. No, didn't want it, and said that they wanted to call my daughter to make sure she was okay. I'm like, okay, I just let you know that this is all underground. The picture that has been painted is that I'm this horrible drug addict who makes horrible decisions and can't be trusted. And there's even people in the healthcare industry and counselors and whoever that I've had throughout my life and places that I've had to go because I was just so mentally unstable, which is not true. Number one, if you have experienced drug addiction or alcoholism, in those moments, you're not going to be of sane mind, but that does not mean you need to be on meds or that you're crazy. I never needed to be on mental health meds until after I experienced drug addiction, and I was trying to follow what people suggested to me to do, even though I innately knew I did not need it because I've been able to always do things my whole life. It's been other people not accepting the fact that what I say is true. Basically, I've been gaslit my whole life. So I'm trusting people around me who did not have my best interest at heart, and that is the only reason. So for that whole situation, so none of even probably half the stuff that's been said of me, because I do know for a fact, certain psychiatrists or counselors that have been in my life were paid by my family. I'll leave them nameless for now, but you know who you are. And so anything that's been written about me is not a truth. Then, all the things that I've displayed upon them that make it very obvious that, although my daughter and I have a good relationship, I'm trying to keep this from my daughter, and that is if she hasn't been indoctrinated into the Eastern Stars, our Freemason crap in my family. Because I have felt a shift over the past year or two, but I choose to just send her love and light no matter what. And I'm really not trying to, because if you were to call my daughter, there's a possibility she is gonna think this is nuts. And for the most part, usually the FBI does some investigative work before they just start calling people. So I felt that that was very strange, because when I said I have things right here that can prove what I'm saying on paper, that there's a paper trail, and you're not wanting that information, you just want to call my daughter, so that you can further cause drama in my life without even knowing, and I'm telling you, she's unaware of some of these things that are actually happening to her, which I cannot say on here right now, you guys, because it's pretty dark stuff. But right there, I was like, okay, this is strange. This is strange. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, in Texas, I have some very, very prominent wealthy family members. I also have who I didn't know, and I didn't even know they were wealthy. Or that anything was left to me either. I've never known any of this stuff. I was told that my dad was just this horrible person, and something tells me that what happened to me happened to him his whole life. And no one can find him, and he was taken out of the will. I find that very strange. So, either my dad is involved or my dad's been offed, and he was being set up to look like this horrible, demonstrous person. But the few times, because I believed other people in my life and I thought he was just this abusive, horrible person. And I'm not saying that he didn't maybe do some things. I wasn't there, so I can't say. But there were things that he said to me that, looking back now and after my experience, I'm like, oh my God, he was set up. He was framed. He's not making this up. It's one of the two. And since everything I try to grab onto, because my phones and my computers have been hacked for years, I don't even go to real sites. Half the credit cards I have are made up credit cards. And I'm paying back the people that are actually doing this to me. Yeah, anyone who wants to think that's crazy, fine. You're either involved or you're just not enlightened yet. You haven't tapped into things that I hope that you can tap into, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to rip the Band-Aid off. If I have to end up being a Martin Luther King where someone kills me over it, but this message at least got out, I'm willing to do that. Because I know I am of the light. I know I'm on the right side of right. I know I don't do anything wrong to people. Never have. I've always had a beautiful heart and soul. And people have used and abused that. They have stolen my ideas in Hollywood, used them for their own, which is fine. Have them. But no, it's corrupt. I'm glad to be someone who can give so many great ideas to people, because I believe there's enough for everyone to go around. I don't need to reach and grab for more of what I think I need, because I got what I need. It's up there. When I connect, when I connect, my light beam touches every planet. Right there is astrology. I'm making my own Little Dipper. And I connect, and I know the truth. And let me also say, I may be seeming a little aggressive. I'm allowed to be. I'm not angry. And even if I was, that was there for me to know that I need to do something about something. I either need to change myself or help change what's happening. So there isn't any ill will here, but I am going to stand up for what's right. I'll let you know too. Let me go on to what I was trying to say. So I'm going to have faith, FBI agents, that you have the people's back. And I am of the people. I am a person in the people. I pay taxes, and I don't cheat on them, like my family tried to say that I did. And mind you, I have been set up to do things that, number one, I haven't actually done. Number three, my life, if anybody knew, which I am going to start making part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, that's coming next, of my entire life story, so that anybody who is confused or maybe questioning the validity of my life, even though you didn't live it, can see how systematically this happened, and how what I am saying is true, and how there are many people out here who have been living a life of hell, and they have done nothing but try to be good, loving, decent people, used and abused by the people they trusted the most. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I am going to stand up for people, and I'm going to stand up for myself. This isn't about the fucking money. I'll tell you that right now. Anyone who wants to say I'm some gold digger, ask any one of my boyfriends how I paid for everything. My last penny. Even when I was a drug addict, I've had people, you're the nicest drug addict I've ever met. You just gave me your last whatever. Yeah, because that's who I am. I have always been that way. So imagine a whole bunch of us living like this every single day of our lives, and having the people we trust the most going behind our back, gossiping, making sure we're taken down, end up drug addicts, have the judicial system not have our back. There are corrupt politicians, there are corrupt judges, corrupt police officers, corrupt everywhere. And I will also say with that, there are amazing, wonderful, living their life actually for their country people that do the right thing. I am not in any way, shape, or form saying all of the government, all of police officers, all of this are bad. That's not true. I'm talking about my situation and that there are corrupt people. Let me say this, and I've said this for years when I was trying to get anyone to believe me before I knew what was really happening. Cold case files are real. I am not going to end up a dead one and then have people believe me. I'm going to be living and telling the truth, my own story. And I have proof of all of it. So anyone who wants to combat me, please come to my house. Please, agents, CIA, Biden, someone, come to me. I've got the proof. Don't ask me for my daughter's phone number. I have the proof in my purse. You didn't want it because for some reason you don't want to believe me. And I'm not walking around like a homeless drug addict. And even if I was, why isn't anyone stopping and asking what happened to me? That's what I see now. Oh my God, what happened to them to make them end up here? People don't end up like that on accident. I happen to have a lifetime of being in self-help programs and people who, here's what's funny, half of the people that have been against me are the ones who showed me all these truths. Because this was a point, because I made a little note, hold on, things to talk about. Okay, which one was this? Oh, I wanted to speak about my whole comment about Hollywood and the movies and stuff. Number one, like I said, there's good, enlightened, not enlightened, taken advantage, famous people who are literally married to it because they didn't know. Ask some of the American Idol people who just believed in the Matrix, went, auditioned, got famous. They didn't know they were selling their soul. Because people who can sing, people who have those kind of gifts, they are light bringers and truth tellers from God. And people in Hollywood, because they know the secrets, secret societies, there's literally one called that. SS, I thought it was my man, that's what's tattooed on me. No, because he had these tattoos, didn't mean his name, which I thought it meant secret society. So yeah, all of y'all, I got that number too. I know about all that too. So Hollywood, not everybody. There's good and bad to everything. But why do you think all these people are coming down in Hollywood right now? Because the light is coming. It's time. They said it's done. All of y'all, every single person who has done wrong, molested and abused people. Poor Corey Feldman. I got your back, motherfucker. Okay? Like, I got your back. All these people who have been duped into it, not everybody there even knows yet what they've gotten themselves into. Twitch didn't kill himself. So you guys, if I end up dead tomorrow, y'all know to look in Hollywood. Oh, and my mom's husband, because he's very connected to that whole Hollywood scene, but it doesn't look like that he is. If there's anybody I have a hard time with, it has got to be him, because he is so dark and evil and twisted and has so many people fooled. And the devil, he knows what he has absolutely no apathy, no empathy, no nothing. He is a sociopath with money and wheels, and it is very sad. And he knows the secret laws. So with all of that, but his time is coming. The truth is going to come out. And I'm going to tell it. So also, my little light thingy, it just magically won't work anymore. Yes, people come in my room and fuck with my shit, no matter where I've lived. I have video proof of all of this. Because they think that I'm so self-centered that I won't turn on my camera without the little light to make me look better. Guess what? You're wrong again. I don't care. I don't wear makeup. I don't have time for it. I don't do my hair. I don't got time for it. I'm busy meditating. I'm busy trying to help the freaking planet. I am busy trying to figure out ways I can help all the people who have messaged me with the same blood type, born around the same time I was, all with the same story. Same story. Men stealing their ideas, Alcoholics Anonymous. Now, these are just some of the people from Hollywood. And I wanted to make a point about that. AA everywhere isn't all like this. It is just, a lot of it is predominant in big cities where there's a lot of money and fame and things like that. This is not, many AA programs have nothing, don't have this going on. There's always, some guy who's like the guru over some woman who, is the sponsor of all sponsors. It just happens to be, either a really good person who does do all of this, or, just it's on their ego and they just like to have little minions, but that's human nature. That isn't like somebody who's out to steal everyone's ideas. A lot of this is prominent in Los Angeles, area, California, some other places, but that doesn't matter. The point is AA needs to be obsolete anyway, because we don't need to sit there talking about our problems for the rest of our lives. We need to get God, sacred geometry. Yep, it's supposed to be a secret. I'm not keeping it secret because there is enough for everybody to go around. There's enough love. There's enough money. There's enough of everything. We don't need to reach and grab for everything we think we want, because half of the things that we think we want, we get it and we're like, wait a minute, I'm totally still unfilled, because it's a you thing. It's a you thing. It's a you thing. You and your creator. Creator. Not person. Creator. The creation. A person didn't come before the universe, before the sky, before the infinitesimal. Please do research before you judge. Before you think you know what you're talking about, do some research, because I have. You think I'm going to get up here and post these things talking outside of my neck? No, sure am not. I got proof of everything I'm saying. For all you people who believe still that you need proof to believe something. You can feel people. We're taught not to have feelings. The whole feelings aren't facts. Yeah, who made that? Therapists, psychiatry, all formed by the government. Go ahead, research that too. Research that too before you think that you haven't been duped your whole life too. I believed in all this stuff and what people said, and but you saw what happened to me from doing that. You cannot, if you're willing to love yourself enough to do research so you can have a better life on what things really are, instead of being like, oh, they gave it to me, it must be true. Look at where you're getting your information from. Who's giving it to you? I don't care if they have the biggest house, driving a Range Rover, they look like, all slim fit and whatever. Sometimes those are the people I'm scared of the most, who have it all together. Why do you have no job but you got everything? Come on. How do you treat people? Watch their actions. It seems so difficult because it is hard to go against what your own family has been telling you. Not everybody on here, a lot of people have amazing families who are just a part of the matrix and they have no idea and they're not trying to hurt them. That is most of the world's story. There's only about 15-20% of us that have this story that I'm trying to help. But we all do have the matrix lie. We do. Everything we almost eat, even in the health food stores, is absolutely horrible for us. Go ahead, read the labels, even at the health food stores. pick up that almond milk, which releases toxins. So that in large quantities is not good for you. Nothing in large quantities is good for you. Same with Botox, y'all. Come on, slow it down. Don't be trying to change everything God gave you. I did that, and guess what? Hey, any doctors out there want to help me get my boob implants removed? Because due to black witchery, mine popped. Not my own black witchery. It was done to me because beauty spells were put on me. And I can get into that another day, because my family is a part of, they're Freemasons, Eastern Stars, there's dark covens going on. All that stuff is real. Y'all aren't crazy. And no, the people that are talking about it aren't conspiracy theorists. Why would I want to come on here and say this if I didn't know it was real and true when I've seen it with my own eyes? Why would I do that to myself? Ask yourself that. Why? Why would I be doing this if it weren't true? Why would I put myself at risk for something that was not true? Why would I risk my very life? Because, like, I bring it back to the cold case files and Lifetime movies and just Hollywood movies in general. Those stories are true stories that have happened to people. I just happen to be still living. On some of those, people have been murdered for $10,000. This is about millions of dollars and a bloodline. Millions. So you think that it isn't possible that this would be happening to me? Why are people of right mind, and even if they weren't of right mind, the whole point was to drive them insane so that they could say, look, they're crazy. So even if they're not of their right mind, give them a fucking break. They were tortured. Every part of their goodness stolen from them on purpose for greed. Give people a break, man. They're probably going cuckoo for a reason, not because they were born that way. Oh, it breaks my heart. Some of the messages I have received from people, the stories that they have that are just uncanny, just like mine. Different person. And lo and behold, quite a few of them, we have the same bloodline. All got our social security cards 4 or 5 years after our birth. All very close in the same month. A lot of us have blonde hair, blue eyes. Not everyone. You don't think that's strange? I don't know these people. Some of these people I don't know at all. These are people relating to my story. And they're still in it. They're still scared to death. And I haven't even gotten to the part, because I've gotten so over that and processed it. It is hard for me sometimes to even recognize the actual horror and pain and sorrow and torture I have been put through. If you guys only knew what I have had to actually overcome to get right here. It is absolutely horrendous. My own family selling videos of me with my partners, but making it look like, because I also let my partners make me believe that it was okay for me to do some of these sexual acts with them. That made me very uncomfortable, by the way, but I didn't have the voice that I have today. I was always about making my man happy, and he loves me, so I'll just do whatever. Yeah, those days are over, by the way. And whatever video you may find of me out there, I was duped into doing it because I thought I was with someone that I loved. Never once have I been a prostitute or sold myself. Not that if I had, there was anything wrong with that, because the life that I was led into living, that's what they actually wanted me to end up as. But since I was born, I never wanted to sleep with anyone that I wasn't in love with. It has been something that I've just always had a thing about. Other people have hardcore things about other stuff. That was like my thing. Not that I haven't, had a one-night stand here and there. But as far as like any weird shit that I've let men convince me to do, yeah, I'm going to call it out because they're afraid that I'm not going to speak up for anything, or I'm just going to be so humiliated. No, I was manipulated into doing some of those things. And yes, it is going to be embarrassing. Do I want the whole world to see that part? No, I don't. But thank you so much. You're going to prove to everyone how sick you really are when you do post it. Because I was in the privacy of my own home with people, only three. Three different men, so I'll also know who it came from. Actually, it was only two men. That I did things that really made me uncomfortable too. No, it was three. You want me to call you guys out right now? I didn't think so. So, go ahead and post those videos because I'll know exactly which one of you it was. And anyone who really knows me knows that I'm telling the truth. And the ones that are going to try to say I'm crazy, well, we're just proof in the pudding. Because I can tell you, half my friends have really pretended to love and adore me. So, you know what's interesting? Also wrote that down. Oh, it told me what a good person I am for 10, 15 years plus. Those kind of friends I've had. They're involved. Here's what's interesting. I've had 267 plays just on Facebook. You want to know how many people liked it? If I posted a picture of myself, I'd get 100-something likes. I got 11 likes, 4 nice comments out of what I've been posting. If that isn't food for thought, I don't know what is. Now, I will also say, I know what I'm saying is bold. I know that it's scared to break out of your ego and do the right thing. But so some of these people aren't involved. It's because they're literally like, whoa, that's kind of, whoa, she said this about it. Oh, whoa, I don't know. I get it. But think about your children. Because this is about changing the world. This is about changing the planet. This is about changing the way we think. Treating people with more respect. Having the balls to stand up. You can't even like something that you know in your heart is real. You can't even like. I'm not even talking about sharing. I'm talking about liking it. You can't even click that and like it. I encourage you guys to pull deep within yourselves and ask yourself some deep questions. What side am I on? Think about the children you're having. Would you want this to happen to them? If you really care about your friends, I know that more than half of you know 3 of us right now that this is happening to, because I know who we're all friends with. You don't need to know their name, but I know we're friends. There's 2 other people I know for a fact this is happening to that I know half of my friends are friends with. And if you knew this was happening to them as well, I promise to keep my mouth shut about it because they're afraid and I understand their fear. Show your respect for your friends. Why are we only there when they materialize money or things or status? What about the heart matters? Please, I am calling out for humanity to fucking stand up, and if there's any place that can do it, Hollywood can. If you want the difference, you want to wear your yoga pants and you want to go to Pilates and you want to eat drink your green tea and have your little, keto-friendly diet. The whole point of that is to be a better person, not to look better. So stand up. Be who you say you are. Please, God. A lot of us need you. Like literally need you. Need you to have our backs. And that is why I'm speaking up. Because nobody else is going to do it. I deserve to have a life free of fear, corruption, my own family hating me behind my back, secretly planning to have me murdered. I have proof of this. There's video evidence. My own family, my own friends. And this is happening to 15% of the world. Who's going to have their back? Because nobody's had mine. I've had to have my own. But some people need a little push. They need a push. They need to be enlightened. They need someone to love them. They need someone to know that somebody fucking cares. And that they're not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They were born in the image of God, and they still have the image of God in them today. I'm going to be that person. I hope to God all my rich and wealthy friends will step up and be the truth bringers too. Someone pay attention to this. With that said, love and light.